Okay. Hey everyone. It is Thursday, May the 1st. Is it Thursday? Let me look. Thursday, May the 1st. And this is Cruz. And he is not tethered to me at the moment, but he has been a lot today. We had training today. And anyway, this is Cruz. And he's a mess. He's stubborn. He's a cavalier. And I'm letting him down. But he was jumping up on me, which he's not supposed to do. He's supposed to be under the table. But I think now he's chosen the time to go outside. So we're just going to have to wait. I've got him right here hanging on to my watch. Okay, stop. So we'll see how this goes. I've never had him in here with me unless he's under the table asleep. And right now he's wired from being active all day. So anyway, my name is Patience, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Central Arkansas. And I am going to show you the color block technique. I've been making quite a few cards with it. We did it in card class last month, and I thought it would be a great video to show you how to do one. And I've got a bunch of stuff here on my table, so let's just go ahead and go down to the table. So, yes, messy, messy, messy. And let's see if I can pull you out further here. Okay. Let's hope that works really well for you. I've got my block. I've got some die cuts ready. I even have black mat ready to go. Let me check and see if I am live out here, if I can find myself. See if there's anyone watching. If not, they can catch the replay. And I don't know if you can hear Cruz with his toys, but yep, he's got his toy down here. I'm so sorry about that. Let's see, here we go. There I am. Okay, so what I'm going to show you today is, like I said, something I did in card class. And I posted a picture of a card. And of course I can't find that card, but let me show you some that I've been working on. Here's one similar to what we did in class, but we are going to take a block, and we're going to take a Stampin Write marker, and we're going to color that block and spritz it with some water, and that's when the magic happens. And on this particular one, we're using Natural Botanicals. I'm kind of stuck on this stamp set. Cindy did a Stamper of the Month last month, and of course I purchased this stamp set based solely on the cards that she had done. So, thank you, Cindy. Anyway, this also has a sentiment stamp set called Tags of Thanks, and I love every one of these. So, this was one of the first cards I made. Here is another one. Now, Natural Botanicals is a stamp set that are called turnovers. So you can stamp this image and then turn it over and you've got a solid image. So on this one I used this stamp and then the solid image of this flower. And I did the block down here, and this is Secret Sea, Cloud Cover, and I believe Balmy Blue. And now we don't have Cloud Cover in the ink pad, but we do have the Stampin' Write marker. So that's that card. And then I made this card is just totally stamping. There's no die cut on top of it or anything. And this is Summer Splash, Daffodil Delight, and Petal Pink. And I spritzed it with quite a bit of water, and that's how come I got some bleeding there. But I really like the way this one looks. And I don't have anything on the inside. Okay, here's one I did with a different size block. I did the D block. And I put the lighter color on the bottom this time. And this is Soft Sea Foam, Lost Lagoon, and Pretty Peacock. And this is just a simple card. Haven't got anything inside yet, but I do make a lot of cards and then put things on the inside later. And then this is one of my favorite cards. Of course, it's purple, but I stamped the block and then cut out the image and then cut the image and separated it and then popped it up. So there's so much more you can do besides just stamping. It's paper crafting, and you can, like I said, you could do just so much more. And I really enjoyed that. I used Stylish Shapes Stamped Friend, I Appreciate You, with this flower. Now, this flower is also in Natural Botanicals. And let me just show you what the turnovers do. I want to show that right quick. And what I mean by do is how you use a turnover. And I'm going to get this, and we're going to do a Gorgeous Grape flower, because I've already got it loaded up here. So there we go. Now let me wash that right quick. Wash that stamp. And then I'm going to turn that over. Then I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape again. I'm going to stamp off to get a lighter color. Stamp off because it's pretty dark. Then let's see if I can line this up on camera. So there you go. That is basically what a turnover stamp does. So I will fussy cut that and we will put that on something. Okay, so now let's go back to the task at hand. I want to show you how to do the color block technique. I have already gotten a Summer Splash card base and a black mat. Let me go ahead and put this together. I used my card templates to measure what size I wanted my paper. Get these out here to show you. This is a full front, card front. And it, of course, is 5.5 by 4 1/4, which is a quarter piece of the 8.5 by 11. And then the card layer that I'm going to stamp on with my block and everything is the 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And that is this one. And I just make sure that matches up. But see, I wanted a layer in between this and my card base. And so that's where the 5 3/8 by 4 1/8 comes in. And I've already measured my black mat for that. So let's go ahead and mat that up. Build my card here. And let me varnish this card really quick. Okay. So here is my card base. I'm ready now to color up my block with my markers. And one thing I did beforehand to make sure I had the markers here is, since this is Summer Splash, that is one of my favorite new colors. It falls in between Lost Lagoon and Coastal Cabana on the color wheel. So I'm going to use a complementary color. So I actually want all three of these colors. So I'm going to pull out Flirty Flamingo, Petal Pink, and Coastal Cabana. So those are the colors I'm going to put on my block. And you can do these in any order. You can put the darkers out here with the lighter on the inside. You can even take your ink pad and ink up one side and then the other and put marker in between. But I'm just going to do the marker. So I'm going to start with Flirty Flamingo and color the bottom. Now, I don't know if you could see color, but it's very light. But once the water hits it, it will come alive. Then I'm going to use the Coastal Cabana. And if you think the Flirty Flamingo is light, wait till you see this Petal Pink. I think I ran my finger across the bottom here. Let me get that back. There we go. And now I'm going to put Petal Pink at the top. Turn that around. Get the right end here. And I'm using the big fat tip. Okay. So now I've got my spritzer. I put a black Sharpie mark right there. And I'm going to spritz this 3 or 4 times. I'm going to do it off camera so I don't get it all over my desktop here. Actually, I did it 5 times. I don't know if you heard that. And it's running. But this when the magic happens. You put it on your paper and it is just soaking up. That paper is soaking up. So I've got Flirty Flamingo, Coastal Cabana, and Petal Pink. Okay. So this is what it looks like. And I'm going to set that aside and let that dry while we do another color. And then we'll go back and put that card together. I think I want to do, look at what size block. Let's do a bigger block. Let's do this big block. And let's see, what colors do I want? Hey, Khaki. Let me see if I can put closed caption on here. Don't know. Can I do that? Not sure how to do that. Show. Nope. I don't know how to do that. It will have closed captions when we get to YouTube, Khaki. Okay. So let's do some purples. I don't think I've done. Well, I did do some purples, didn't I? Of course I did. That's when I mounted up. But I like them, so let's go ahead and do the purples. We're going to do big purples. We're going to do Gorgeous Grape. Let's do it longwise. And we're going to just basically you're coloring your block with your Stampin Write marker. I totally forgot about closed caption. I should have done that. Now, the next color is Highland Heather. And it's okay if you get it mixed in there with your Gorgeous Grape, because once you activate it with water, it's going to be doing that anyway. And then the next color is Fresh Freesia. It's really light. I don't know if you can even see the color. Really light. Now, this does take a lot of water on this one. So, again, I'm going to bring a piece of white that I've already got cut. My die cut fairy took care of that for me. And now I'm going to get the spritzer. And I don't know if you could see all the colors on this. There it is. And I'm going to spritz this. And then we're going to come back and lay it on the card base. That was a lot of water. See how it's mixing up? Ooh, it's going to look good. All right. You see the magic's happening. I can pick it up. See the ring light, but you do see it soaking up into the paper. There we go. I like that. Now you can die cut this and have a die cut. That would look really good, have a die cut shape. But anyway, that's how you do the color block technique. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it very much. Now, here is the one we did a while ago. So now I'm going to take Flirty Flamingo. If I can find that ink pad. I've got a bunch of my inks out. Flirty Flamingo. Oh, it's right here. It didn't even look like Flirty Flamingo. Okay. And then I'm going to take this big leaf frond, palm frond, and ink it up. And it's not sticking because I did not clean it. Help, help. Okay. How about we just take this one? I did not clean that from earlier when I had on the other side from a turnover. Okay, so I'm going to put this up here. Ooh, I love that. And see, these colors complement each other so well. So well. And I have a sentiment already picked out that I really like, and I'm going to put it in Summer Splash. So here's my Summer Splash. And the sentiment I'm using is, you're the best. And I'm going to put it, first of all, I got to stamp it down because it had never been used. So I'm going to get my stamp. I do this, I rough up the stamp. It kind of gets the new off of it. There we go. So let's do this right here. You're the best. Okay. Now, this area is still a little damp because we're doing a video. But I would have normally let that dry a lot more because you may have some bleeding in your ink if you don't let it dry. You can get your heat tool out and dry it that way. Or you can just set it aside for a while and let it dry. Since this had so much water, I can feel the ink in that. So you'll definitely want that to dry. So that's really all I'm going to put on here. I think maybe I'll put a bow. Do I want a bow right there? I think I do. You know me, I got to have a bow. And let me grab some ribbon. Okay. This ribbon is the white ribbon. It's called white ribbon. So this is white ribbon. I'm going to tie a bow, and I'm going to go slow and show you how I tie a bow. I call this an air bow. But I take it like this. I wrap it around. I don't make a knot in it first. I just start with one loop. And then I stick my little fat fingers in here while I'm holding the ends and pull it into a tight bow. Get my fabulous ribbon scissors out here and cut. And the extra noise you hear is Cruz. He's under the table getting into something that he's not supposed to get into. Okay, so let me get this mini glue dot, and I'm going to put that right there. Now, I do want some bling on here. I think I will get, ooh, let's do Strawberry Slush because it corresponds with this really well, but so does Cloud Cover. Okay, I don't know what Cruz is up to, but he's fixing to be in big trouble if he doesn't quit. Cruz. Okay, I can't get it. There we go. And then I'm going to layer this up onto my card. Okay, I like that. I love the way Strawberry Slush goes with those colors so well. Okay, so then we're just going to load this up and put it on our card base. And the black really helps to spotlight these other colors. I've started doing a black matte, not on all my cards, but I really like that. So that is how you do the color block. Let me feel of this. I think this will be dry enough to put something on it. So do I have a card base over here ready to go? I don't know if I do or not. We'll go ahead and do something on this. Let's see. I think I don't know what I want. Let me get this cleaned up. Okay. So I hope everyone's had a great day. I have been crazy with cruise today. We went camping last weekend. Had a great camping trip. He did really well with the other dogs that were there. There were quite a few dogs, and the best way to get Cruz trained is to take him and let him be around all these dogs. Okay, so what color do I want to stamp on that? Let's see. Get this out. Highland Heather, Gorgeous Grape. Complimentary is yellows. Let's see. I could do monochromatic with purples. Let's see. Triadic is the orange. And the garden green, soft sea foam. You know, I think I might just try something with like strawberry slush. Why not? Let's see. Berry Burst would look great. Let me use Berry Burst. I'm going to put this on here with Berry Burst. Oh, yeah. How about that? Oh, yeah, I like that. And then I'm going to turn it over. We're going to use the back side, the turnover side. I just had to wash that right quick. All right. And then I'm going to stamp off because that is a dark, dark color. Yes. Okay, and then now I'm going to use one of my die cuts, Stylish Shapes, and I'm going to stamp thank you on here. I don't know about you, but I'm always needing thank you cards. And I know I say that, but I do. Thank you. And then I'm going to get some of my favorite ribbon over here. And I'm going to just do this. And let's get dimensionals. I know I have some here on this table somewhere. Dimensionals. Here we go. I have some leftover dimensionals. We'll just take care of it like that. Okay. Thank you. Let's see if I can put it right there. And then I'm going to put that up on a card base. I don't have one here. It would look good on any color. Let's get this one. It would look good. Yeah, see, that would look really good right there. All right, so that is the cards that I have for you tonight. So we made this one. And then what other ones did we make? This. And our Summer Splash card. Love it, love it. So let me turn you around now. Back to me. And Cruz, he's down here. Cruz. So anyway, that's what's going on tonight. I hope you have a great evening. It's getting warm here in Arkansas every day. Every day. We have a new catalog going online May the 6th. So if you still don't have that catalog, you need to let me know and I can get one to you. But let me grab this boy. Oh my goodness. He's such a big boy. May the 6th. Oh, tomorrow we have double rewards. So for every purchase you get, you have double rewards. Cruise. So anyway, that's what we have. That's all I've got. And it's time to take him outside and go walking. So I will see you later next Thursday. We'll do this again. Bye-bye.